Hello friends, welcome to my channel Creating Essence. I am Megan. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you're a returning friend, thanks for coming back. Today I am doing something a little different. I saw on one of my favorite YouTube channels earlier this week, Grace and Grit. You hear me mention her often if you're a regular here. Something that she learned from a channel called Michelle Pearson, and that is LAUNDRO-CHAT. Instead of laundromat, it's LAUNDRO-CHAT. I checked out Michelle Pearson's channel, and oh my gravy, where has she been my whole YouTube life? Well, to be fair, I've really only been on YouTube for like a year, but well, actively watching channels anyway. I've been putting up knitting tutorials and stuff for like 6 years. But anyway, I checked out Michelle Pearson's channel, and she's like mom brain twinning with me. But the idea of LAUNDRO-CHAT is sit down with a couple loads of laundry that you needed to fold anyways, and chat like you're chatting with your girlfriends. I am an introvert. You may not have known that. It's really easy for me to look at this camera and talk because it's not a person. And really, I'm not actually shy. An introvert is different. I know that's weird for some people to understand, but I have 3 loads of laundry to fold, and I figured I would chat like I would with a mama friend who needs some love or encouragement while I get my laundry done. So here is something I have been trying to record for about 6 months now, and for whatever reason, it never turns out the way I want it. We'll see if this one does. But I'm not Supermom. I know, that shocks you. Really though, I am not Supermom, and this is not in any way saying, hey, everybody tells me I'm Supermom. And this is not me saying, oh, I feel bad about myself. I need you to tell me how good I am. This is just me sharing something from my everyday life with you, whoever you are, and hoping that you can relate, or it can encourage you, or just help you see something from another person's perspective. So, I'm not Supermom. People see the number of kids that I have, and they say, oh, any number of things. But a lot of times I hear, wow, how do you do it? I can do it because it's got to get done. And if I mention that I homeschool, I either hear, oh, I could never do that, which is another discussion for another day. Or I hear, wow, you are Supermom. And I hear a lot of that a lot of times, pretty much whenever I'm involved in an activity outside the walls of my home, or I'm helping someone else, or really just serving people. I hear that. And the thing about it is, it upsets me. Like, quite frankly, I go to bed almost every night thinking of the entire list of things I didn't get done on my list, and moving them over to a new list, and mentally going over the next day and the commitments and the things that need to get done to see if I have room in that day to squeeze in what needed doing on this day that didn't get done. So when people tell me that I'm super mom and I'm amazing, firstly, I feel like a fraud, an absolute fraud. I just smile and say, thanks. But what I want to do is let them know that as much as they may see me as some kind of overachieving mom of all moms with this many kids, homeschooling with this many commitments, working from home, and always happy to help other people out, I'm not super mom. There's so much that are necessities that don't get done in a day, and it's upsetting to me just because those are important things and I need to get them done. And to be told that I'm some kind of awesome person, trust me, I am exactly like you. I'm not some kind of amazing, I don't know, mother who gets more done than you in a day, or mother that has more time than you in a day. I have a really demanding life. I have a really demanding schedule. I have a kid with special needs that really dictates every moment of my day. And anything we had planned to do can change in an instant because of his needs. But I love my life. I love everything about it. And I'm so grateful for my life. But the fact of the matter is, I fail at a lot. And if I'm super mom, then you're super mom, because we're the same. And when you say that I'm super mom, it's usually said in a "you're different than me" kind of voice. I'm not. I'm not any different than you. Being a mom of 5 kids, raising 5 kids every day, is not, it's not as hard as you think it is. Yeah, it's a lot of bodies, but on the rare occasion that you're adopting a sibling group or having some higher order multiples, kids come one at a time, and everybody just gets used to that kid in the family, and then another kid comes along, and you just kind of adjust, and there's that other person, and that just repeats every time you have another baby. It's not, I mean, there's an adjustment period with everyone, but that's just part of life. And pretty much everyone goes through that, no matter how many times over they do it. I'm no different than you. If I have time to volunteer, you have time to volunteer. You just have to want to. If I have time to homeschool my kids, because I feel called to homeschool my kids, if I'm able to homeschool my kids, then so do you, if that's what you're called to do. People always say, oh, I could never do that. You could if you needed to, and I need to, so I can. And so could you. Doesn't make me super mom. Just means I'm doing what I need to do. And as far as eating healthy, my first child was born with multiple serious food allergies. So I had to learn how to cook everything from scratch. Before her, I ate all manner of junk food. I love junk food. I still love junk food. But I had to learn how to cook from scratch. So I did. Because I was breastfeeding, I had to eat better. Because she would react when I would have anything with her allergens in it. My second child was born with different food allergies. So I had to learn how to continue to cook wholesome and keep his allergies out of the pot. And it's continued with every child. 2 of my 5 have not had food allergies, but the other 3 have had more than enough ongoing to take care of that for them. And I'm really grateful for the break as far as breastfeeding goes with the 2 that didn't have food allergies when they were born. But that's why I cook clean and wholesome. It's because I had to, or my kid was sick. My kid was life-threatening ill. I had to. There was no choice. If you didn't have a choice, you would too. I have a kid with autism. Most of the time, we're just fine because he's my second child. And our family, our household, is made to run in an environment that works for him. We're all kind of on a sensory diet. I parent the way that works best for him, and it works really well for everybody else too, most of the time. And we adjust where needed. But pretty much the whole household revolves around him. And that's just how it is. You'd do the same if you needed to. And I could go down the list of every aspect that people somehow exalt me for on a regular basis. And it makes me feel like I can't tell people that I'm struggling because they think I'm somehow, I don't know, super mom. Their comments literally say that I'm doing it better than them. And I'm not at all. And I feel like I can't tell people when I'm having a hard time, and I can't tell people when I'm struggling until I'm broken. Because they'll think I'm somehow better at doing this. And it makes me feel like maybe I should be better at doing this. Maybe I should be able to handle this. Look what I've handled so far. I should be able to do this and not need help. The fact of the matter is, I need help sometimes. I need help a whole lot more often than I will admit. And I guarantee that you're the same. And I just wish, instead of telling people, assuming that they're superior, and even when it is such a wonderful heart of encouragement and love that's saying, you are super mom, you are amazing, look at you getting that done. It is really hard to hear that because I'm not. I'm the same as you. And to be put up on some kind of pedestal in that manner alienates me. And that's hard. That's hard to deal with. I wish people saw me as the same as them. Then I could feel comfortable reaching out for support to them. So if you see a mom who you think is really rocking it and you admire, tell her, not with these blanket exaltations, tell her what it is you see that you admire. I have had a woman before who told me after the fact that she raised 6 boys, so it made sense. In Aldi, when I was dealing with a behavior issue with one of my kids, afterward, walk past me and very quietly say, I haven't seen parenting like that in a long time, and you just did a great job. You're doing amazing. And then she just smiled and walked out the door. I cried. I had a dad at Aldi another day. Aldi's like a sucker for it because I have to bag my own groceries, so I've got my kids just standing at the counter and they start fighting. But I've had a dad, when I was dealing with another behavior issue, literally, when I was done, fist bump me and be like, that was amazing. You took care of that. You're going to have some respectable children when they grow up. Again, all teary-eyed, dripping when I walk to the car. If you see the mom you think is rocking it, don't put her on a pedestal. Don't tell her that she's somehow superior because she feels exactly like you. If you see her doing something with her kids that you think was just awesome right there, tell her. I was walking through Wegmans the other day and a mom was just dragging 2 toddlers along and one of them was freaking out. And she just kept walking like it was no thing, and the kid turned and kicked her. And she looked at him and said, "You will not kick me. That hurt, and I did not like that." And then she turned around and put her smile back on and kept walking. And I smiled at her, and I had my hands full of kids, but I said, "Virtual high five, Mom. You've got this." And she looked at me surprised, and then was like, "Thanks." Let's encourage people like that instead of, even with the best of intentions, alienating them with comments like, "You're super mom." Because if I'm super mom, you're super mom. Because we're both getting through this day. We both love our kids. They're both really well cared for. And we care to make it so. So if I'm super mom, you're super mom. So let's just cut that out and tell each other in the moment what we see that we think is awesome, what they're doing right. Because goodness knows there's enough critics in the world telling us everything we're doing wrong. And my laundry's folded. I hope that connected with somebody or encouraged somebody. I don't know. Michelle Pearson said she hopes Laundry Chat catches and spreads like wildfire and becomes a thing on YouTube. I love the idea. I'm going to try to do my part. So hopefully I can do this regularly because I've got about 12 loads of laundry a week to do this with. So I have plenty of opportunity. Thank you so much, friends. I would love to see it if you have a laundry chat going on. Make sure you give Michelle Pearson a heads up. Let her know you love the idea and you're chatting right back, her girlfriend. Bye-bye.